Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be pretty short. What we're going to be doing is both unboxing and testing some new memory I bought. This is DDR3, I'll go over that later. And we're also going to be talking about a few things that have been going on with my channel. And so I guess I'll start by opening this. Also, I taped over it kind of when I was covering my address, but there's a little crease mark here, and it specifically says do not bend. USPS, I don't really want to be, whatever, but please don't bend my packages like that. I'd appreciate if you don't. So anyway, like I said, in here is some DDR3. This is a 24 gig kit, so that is a 6x4 kit. So in here, you can see we have the RAM, and I'm going to be testing this in my Mac Pro, so we'll do that later in the video. So we have 3 packages of 2 DIMMs wrapped in anti-static. I really like the packaging on this, so I'm going to give a good review for that. So I paid just over $40 for all of this, so it's an extremely good deal. Normally you can get 24 gigs of RAM for like 60 bucks, and there's a fortune cookie stuck to my foot, so that's fun. So it is a 6x4 kit, and it is 1333, so these are 4 gigabyte modules, and they are ECC registered, and that's really okay because I'm going to be putting 4 of them in my Mac Pro, and then the other 2 probably somewhere else, but I guess that can be a system. I can put those in a system that takes ECC, which I have a few that still support ECC or run ECC memory. So like I said, we are going to be testing this in my Mac Pro. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. So of course here is the Mac Pro's processor tray. So I have 20 gigs of RAM in here. So that is a 2x2 kit and a 4x4 kit. This RAM does look like it needs to be cleaned a bit, but that's okay. As long as it works, I'm happy. And I don't really have any problems with this booting in this computer because they're all the same kit. And also, I do believe I was running UDIMMs and RDIMMs in the same system with this kit on the side. You can barely see that. So yeah, anyway, as for stuff that's been going on with the channel, you'll notice this video and my previous video do not have thumbnails. I came to the conclusion that the thumbnails were just kind of not really optimal. The lighting in my room isn't good, and the thumbnails always turn out super dark, and I noticed that maybe it's just by chance, but my last video without the thumbnail was significantly more popular than my videos with the thumbnail. I got 10 views in the first hour versus like 10 views in like a week and a half. So I'm just not going to be doing thumbnails until I can take better ones, so that's probably going to be, a few months. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn on the machine. Wow, that was anticlimactic. That was funny because the Mac Pro just didn't turn on that time. As you all know, it has the power issue, so the system boots. And you can see only 16 gigs of RAM are detected. So you can see it looks like 5 and 6 or 1 and 2 are not being used. I believe that's slots 5 and 6. So it does not detect those modules. So we're back here looking at the processor tray. This shot is kind of dark, so sorry about that. I'm going to pull out all of the modules and reseat them. So anyway, the reason I bought all of this RAM was because it allows me, essentially by buying 24 gigs, to free up 32 gigs or so. And the way that works is just, I have a mishmash of RAM in both of my Mac Pros. Did I put that in right? I did not. So that just allows me to have matched kits and everything. So this Mac Pro is going to get 32 gigs of RAM from the original stuff in the server and its own memory, and other computers are going to get, actually the server, I should specify that, is going to get 16 gigs of the 24 in here because it only has 4 memory slots. And then of course I'll have 2 left over for random stuff. So alright, well, all those modules are reseated. Let's try this again. If those don't work still, if I'm still reading 16, I will single out the 2 dead modules and do some further testing with those. My monitor stopped working. What the hell? That was weird, it wouldn't turn on for a sec. So if we go here, let's hope this works now. We only have 16 gigs of RAM. Let's check this out, memory. Yeah, so you can see now 3 and 6 aren't working. So that's obviously an issue. Look at this. So no power light. And that's strange. Speaking of the Mac Pro, I'm kind of looking into getting a new workstation because this one just isn't really cutting it anymore. There's a lot of issues I have, such as not being able to turn it off. There's also power efficiency issues. Sorry for the background noise. I opened a window because it's boiling in here. So there's power efficiency issues, heat output. There's just a lot of things that I don't really like about it right now. And so I'm just going to be looking for something new. I saw my friend's computer set up the other day, and it's pretty awesome. It has a MacBook Pro connected to 2 really nice monitors. Pay attention, this is the only dead memory in the system. I'm about to turn it on. Alright, the Mac Pro doesn't turn on. It's very strange. I expected it to say no memory detected, or at least make a scary beeping sound. So the video card just initialized or posted or whatever. I'm gonna hope this says 8 gigs of RAM. If it says 4, I'm just gonna throw it out the window. Of course, 4, alright. So slot 5 is the only one working. So I'm gonna give it a restart. Wow, this is actually gonna be quite a long video. I expected it to be pretty short. I'll definitely be putting labels on the RAM to show what is working and what is flaky. Yep, only 4 gigs of RAM detected. So let's try it with only the, like, dead one. And my processor tray is stuck in the computer. So shoot, I can't remember if it was module 1 or 5 that was dead. I think it was 1, or slot 1 detecting the dead module. So I'm going to pull out number 5 here. I'm actually going to take a look at it. It is pretty dirty. Looks like there's some kind of residue on it. I turned on the flash so you could see it better. You can see it looks pretty grimy there. So there's that module, and while we're at it, we'll take a look at this module. Of course, I got this kit for super cheap. So listing looked okay. You have some like smudges on the thing right there. I'll look at that. Back of the modules both look kinda not really dirty. Alright, so let's try this one now. This is the dead one. I kept track of them. That CPU tray really doesn't want to go in the machine. Oh, and my neighbor's dogs are barking as usual. Okay, that's weird. The machine turned on and gave no memory errors. Oh, no, it's giving memory error. You can see it is not happy. And that, of course, could just be because I have one module in here and none in here, so I'm going to test that in a different system. Well, I have the socket 775 gaming PC built up, same processor and video card, just different RAM, of course. So we'll go ahead and power it on. And it turns right off. So what do you think of that then? This is with the original memory reinstalled. So I have 4 4s and 2 2s. Except one of the 2s is not being detected. That's slot 3, which was the main issue last time as well. So I'm back up to 20 gigs of RAM on the Mac Pro. So I just reseated the memory and that seemed to fix it. So let's try this in the server. Check out that dust buildup. I need to clean this stuff. I'll probably be doing that some other time. So we will remove the existing RAM, and I just noticed I have it in slots 3 and 4, not 1 and 2. That doesn't matter, I'm going to be putting the entire 16 gigs back in here. So I'm going to put the specifically dead module in slot 1. And you can see I have a little sticker on there that says dead with an asterisk because a receipt fixed the issue with the Mac Pro. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and turn this on. So yeah, you can see we have a dead module. So I pulled out the original RAM. This is it. So you can see we have a 2x4. And then in here, or over here, we have the flaky module and the dead module, which is weird because the flaky module is actually a lot dirtier, especially right there, than the dead one. So yeah, I tested that in like 4 different machines and it was all dead. Technically 3 machines actually, and that module was dead. And the flaky one, just like I said, is flaky. And also on the server, we have 16 gigs of RAM detected running at 1066. It should be 1333, but my workstation Mac Pro does that with other memory too. So I think it's just a limitation of the hardware, not the RAM itself. So yeah, with that said, I think that's going to be it for this video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.